Folks, at long last, we go from a vague understanding to a certain expectation in regards to the Overwatch 2 beta, which has been given a release date of somewhere in late April. And in fact, you don't have to wait until then to get your foot in the door. You can sign up as we speak via the website. Go ahead, pause the video, go on and get your name on the list. I'll wait. Didn't get in? Yeah, me either. The site is absolutely mobbed right now, but I'm sure you'll be able to slip in some point. They are already getting a couple of people in the door, and there's a lot to be excited about. But in the meantime, why don't you just stick around and we'll take a look at the situation as we know, recap a little bit of information, and see what they have to say, including a statement from the developers talking about how infrequent the communication has been so far in regards to Overwatch 2, which a lot of people have complained about, and how they plan on handling things moving forward. Our announcement comes via the following tweet, which mentions that the beta is coming soon, specifically in late April. If you missed our last video, we mentioned the previously announced new mode, Push, so go ahead and check that out. There's a beta sign-up link as well, of course. As previously mentioned, a lot of folks are having trouble getting in, but bit by bit, people are getting onto that list. We've also seen mention of Sojourn before, of course, and been told about the new 5v5 format, again, all in that previous video. In addition, they list the new maps and the new ping system along with the heroes that are going to be receiving reworks. Mikey Barra on Twitter also chimed in with the following statement: "To those who've asked about Overwatch 2, we're shifting plans to get it into your hands sooner. Thanks to our players for always guiding our path forward. We realize our content and communication has missed expectations. That changes going forward. Beta signups are now open." Finally, there's a video update with game director Aaron Keller apologizing for what he describes as letting fans down when it comes to open communication regarding the state of the game, which he promises will be corrected.
I want to thank our players for your continued support. We recognize we haven't communicated well, haven't kept you up to date, and honestly, we've let you down when it comes to delivering Overwatch content. We hear you, and we're committed to more continual updates on all things Overwatch 2. This starts with my update to you today.
It's just the PvP for now, no PvE quite yet, TBD, some point in the future, but he says this is a necessary step to ensure that the game gets into players' hands as quickly as possible. But of course, that's one thing. The April date is for everybody, the general public, but there is a closed alpha going on that'll be launching this week.
I'd like to share that we are beginning Overwatch 2 PvP testing this week, with a closed alpha containing many of these PvP features, as well as a new hero Sojourn. The alpha will be run under NDA and be limited to Blizzard employees and key partners like Overwatch League pros as they get ready for the next season.
Keep in mind, the Overwatch League season starts on May 5th, so it won't be long before we get to see the pros in action, hopefully having gotten plenty of practice in through the closed alpha and the subsequent beta. Given the NDA, however, it'll likely be a while before we get to hear any reviews, and the game is certain to go through some changes before the full release, which, based on the mention of additional betas throughout the year in the video, could still be quite a ways off.
Following that first beta test, we are planning additional public PvP beta testing later in the year, which will include new features, new maps, and yes, new heroes.
But at the very least should hopefully incorporate a lot of the feedback that'll no doubt be gathered over the course of these betas, over the course of all the fine tunings that are set to go down before the full game is ready. One way or another, we are ever closer to finally getting our hands on Overwatch 2, at least in some form. So I want to know how you folks are feeling out there. Drop a comment down below with your thoughts. Are you excited for Overwatch 2? Are you burned out at this point? Have they perhaps been stringing you along for too long? Do you think that running this close to the beginning of the Overwatch League season this year is going to be putting a real bind on the pro players? And of course, are you excited for the beta? Have you managed to get in yet? If you have, count yourself lucky, but hopefully, like I said, things will pick up as more people are able to slip in the coming weeks. Until then, folks, however, like I mentioned, that's all I got for you today, but if there is any more updates, I will be back again with another video. Until then, thank you for watching, and as always, do have yourselves a good one.